I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello, and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Happy Thursday. Heading towards the weekend.
Oh, we're trucking along with this
yeah.
thing.
Oh, yeah. Getting her, Virginia. Getting her.
It'll be Christmas before you know it.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Remember, mark this day and burn it in your memory. You're going to go, oh, yeah, remember on Bird on the 18th? It's talking about Christmas? Holy crud balls. It's going by quick.
You won't be there. You're dead by Easter, remember?
I know. Hopefully I can dodge another one of those bullets.
You guys have any big weekend plans yet?
Yeah, I do.
I do, too.
What y'all got going on? What are you doing, Virginia?
I'm going to, and you've been invited as well, Jay Cashmere's little send-off party. It's Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Saturday.
Oh,
Saturday.
where's my invite?
You're invited too.
I didn't get
Bruh. It's K and it's the V and it's the J.
Is that how it works with all invitations in
Yeah.
life? No matter, so if Kevin gets invited, whatever Kevin gets invited to, we get to go no matter what.
I think it should.
Kind of like marriage.
I don't want to go to some of the stuff he has to go to.
Yeah. It's not all ideal.
And then
It's not all ideal.
And then he's not allowed to go to some of the things that I'm going to.
He's not allowed to
yeah.
go to some of the stuff I do, too.
I don't think Kevin's allowed to go to my house.
That's going to be a fun night, though, on Saturday. A lot of industry people, a lot of
Yeah.
television people will be there, and a
Yeah.
lot of people you know celebrating the career of Jay Cashmere.
Yeah, that hopefully is just heading in a different direction.
Yeah, he hasn't decided what he's up to yet, but he's thinking about all possibilities.
Yeah.
And when he goes to make his official statement, he said he's going to come here to make it.
That's
Whoa.
amazing.
I asked him for the exclusive, and I know
Okay.
he knows what that means.
Yeah.
So he said he would give us the exclusive, and he would come here and reveal his next move, whether it's going to be in the corporate sector locally or national somewhere or another local television gig. He's
Yeah.
weighing all options, and I think in a good position.
You've inspired me. I'm going to try to get Kevin some more exclusives for the show. I think they do well. I'm going to get y'all some exclusives.
Like exclusives.
If Jay Cashmere goes somewhere else and makes the announcement, I will cry.
I would laugh so fucking hard.
I will cry.
You see him on fucking Mullen
Because
Sally.
I've been finessing this one. I've been talking to him a lot because I want the exclusive.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it's a big story. What is Jay Cashmere going to do next?
I would be, obviously, I'd be sad for you, but you could see why I would laugh. Kind of like when I got catfish for Wheel of Fortune. You were sad for me.
I was, but I laughed my ass off.
It's funny. I can understand why
Bruh.
people would laugh at me getting catfish for Wheel of Fortune. That shit would be funny because you're bragging about it now.
I know. I can't help myself.
I would laugh my long balls off.
You need to at least laugh yourself into a small ball reduction.
I just think that would be hilarious.
Hopefully Jay Cashmere comes here to make his announcement. I'm going to remind him on Saturday night at his party that he promised me the exclusive.
Yeah.
I need it.
We kind of get fucked over a lot. So
We do.
For being the #1 morning show, we get fucked over a lot.
But it's kind of funny when we get fucked
It's
over.
hilarious.
No respect.
Anybody who does not know who Jay Cashmere is, he was a TV anchor person that was on WPTV News Channel 5 for 20 years and about our age, and we all kind of got going at about the same time.
He's from Louisiana, like me. I know his mama. I know his sister. They're all good people. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're a solid family. He's a solid guy, and you just hate to see a solid guy like that get fired. I mean, it just sucks.
I feel for Jay. Yeah, he's going to have to make that change, but I'm excited for his opportunities. I feel probably worse for him that his team, Alabama, lost their head coach and all their players are leaving. So I feel really bad for him for that. The dynasty is over, and you can feel it, Virginia. So I know he might even take that harder than he will. losing his job at News Channel 5.
I don't feel bad for him on that. He's an Alabama guy, even though he came from Louisiana. He did
They had
not
a
go
good
to.
run.
He did not go to LSU. Jay Cashmere went to Alabama. Loves Alabama.
Yeah.
We always argue about that. That's the only thing we've ever argued about.
The only big disagreement.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The weather, too, is going to get a little bit chilly. You're right. Probably down into the low of high 40s, maybe low 50s. Yeah, I'm seeing that. I think, actually, if you believe them, his old news station, that's what they're reporting. So the question is, I know you're probably torn because they let Jay go, but they just reported something that backed up what you were saying earlier. So, yeah.
I'm torn now. What do I say?
Yeah. Exactly. Put you in that
Weagle's.
conundrum.
I wonder how him and Weagle are because they were boys.
I'm sure fine. Hey, it is unfortunate. It's business. That's just the way it goes. This is what all this is. And media, like so many other professions, it is in a place of change, as many businesses are, but it's never changed to this level. And I know radio, TV, movies, everything, music. They're trying to figure themselves out and how to continue to create content and monetize it and make money like they did before. And right now, most of those places are not.
And compete with all the content that's out there. Everybody's got so much more competition now.
I guess the question is, what does Steve Weagle say? But what does Jay Bird Ankle say? There's a lot of people in the media that's got something to say about Jay Cashmere.
Is Jay Bird's ankle gonna miss Jay Cashmere?
I'll tell you who's not going to miss Jay Bird's ankle is Steve Weagle.
Well, if you come to the party on Saturday night, you might be able to ask him face to face. Will he pose for a picture with your ankle?
If I did a green screen video of just my ankle and I had a little voice and with a mouth giving a weather report and I tag Steve Weagle with it, I'd say, look, I'm doing the weather, blah, blah, blah. Does he love that or does he fucking hate it?
Does it matter? No. I love it. Do that shit.
Starting to get used to that green screen. That's not good. A lot of shitty ideas are coming.
That green screen that I gave you?
Yeah, I love that. It's better than the one on in your app or like a TikTok green screen. Like a real green screen's way better.
We just went to Joann Fabric, Kev, and we bought a bunch of green fabric.
Okay.
And Jay Bird and Denny's made their own green screen in his house. And it looks just like the one that Kevin has in the studio on film when you see it.
Well, we use Panda.
Yeah, Kevin Panda, sorry.
A legit studio. Like, that's a real studio. We mixed them both, and you can't tell.
You can't tell the difference.
You can't.
It looks just as legit as a real studio.
That's what's cool. That is the cool thing about living alone. You can turn your house into whatever the fuck you want.
If you have a wife, usually they don't want you to make a whole room into a green screen.
Oh, if I'm doing any kind of project like that, the whole house is turned upside down. There's no way somebody would be cool with that shit. It would just be annoying to live through. I get it.
I got an email here from Josh in Claremont. He said, so yesterday during the ATS, you guys were talking about the use of the word wonky, and then Virginia shared that Mags taught her a new word, boof. She said that it means it's jacked, fucked up, or not working properly.
Yeah, it's boof. It's fake. It's not good. It's not legit.
Fugazi, I think you
A fugazi.
Is it fugazi? It's fugazi.
Fugazi. With the F. Fugazi.
I'm a fugazi Italian.
You very much are a fugazi Italian.
I was at Joseph's Classic Market, and I almost feel like people can see it on me.
I'm surprised they let you in.
So now when I'm in there, I'll ask I'm a shitty Italian, but I feel like everyone can see it on me, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm insecure now about being a shitty Italian.
And the guy's like, I'm Asian. I couldn't tell.
It's like, all right, but we don't give a shit. Why are you telling me you're a shitty Italian?
You're like that Latino doesn't speak Spanish.
Yeah, I just feel like everyone can see through me now. So I just try to warn everybody.
According to dictionary.com and Urban Dictionary, boofing is slang for anal sex.
What?
The term can also be used to refer to the practice of putting alcohol or drugs up one's ass to get intoxicated. Cue the Virginia's Wrong theme song. Love you guys, and I really do love E. I'll absolutely be a subscriber to witchknowsfuckeduptoes.com once it goes paywall. But yeah. So there you go. So Virginia was, or your daughter Magnolia was teaching you about putting things in the ass, apparently.
Well, we can call her if you want right
No.
now and ask her.
We're not doing a Magnolia
Yeah, it's-
boof call. I now
odd.
gotta fucking speak up. And drop
I want to hear Kevin ask her.
No.
I gotta break that
that's-
fourth wall
I don't
right
wanna
now
be
and
a
say
part
we
of
ain't
that
doing
at all.
that. Your boy is out. Both of your boys are out on that
Yeah,
shit.
that'd be a solo call. Wouldn't let everybody else listen. In fact, I want to go take the elevator and leave the building.
Kevin doesn't want to be in the
You
building.
flag to me when everything's done, and I'll take the elevator back
I
up.
don't even like having this conversation now.
She does not know. I can promise you that maybe the kids are calling it something different than Urban Dictionary.
Okay, but maybe just be like, hey, kind of a heads up. There might be some people that might hear you use that term and be like, she's boofing? Wait, what's going on?
All right, I'm going to ask her.
Okay.
We don't want part two. just so you know.
Let it die.
Believe me, there's some sick fuck out there. No, give us the part two. We're not doing part two.
Got an email here from Andrew Hooker. He said, I heard what you were talking about Samantha Hart, who was having a problem every time she goes to a new corporate job. The trend is they take your first name and use the first initial and then just put your full name. And
Yeah, so it made her
was,
Shart.
Yeah, Shart at whatever the company name is. I'm a hooker at blah, blah, blah. Problem all the time.
A hooker.
Yeah. So I guess anybody who has a name like that, where you have a last name that if you throw a weird first initial in front of it, that would be tough. A hooker, Shart. Yeah. It's out there. Happens.
A hooker's kind of funny, though. I mean, that's pretty
A
funny.
hooker.
But I can see that being an issue of somebody looking for a hooker. Oh, I mean, I got one last night. Where's my phone at? There was the night before. I still have that woman Paris's number, and it's an odd thing because it will be. I won't get any text messages from anybody for weeks, and then all of a sudden I'll get flooded with, "Hey Paris, what's going on? I'm in town," and it's so crazy how many times, because sometimes I'll just go, "This is not Paris, you've got the wrong number." These guys are so ginned up. "Are you female? What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm not a fucking call girl." "Yeah, but would you blah blah?" They're still into
They
it.
don't wanna
I'm
hear
a
it.
girl. My name is Lana. Come on over.
Now, it's fun to do if you got friends over. If I was with y'all, I think we've done that before where we keep it going.
Right.
But again, that's another thing you don't want to fuck around with too much. Then all of a sudden they're mad that I've been stringing them along. I've been catfishing them as my name's Lana.
And now they have your address
I feel
because
like,
we invited them
well,
over.
I feel like it's so easy to find everybody now.
Yeah. That is a scary world we're living in.
Well, the guy that is not taking no, and you're telling him I'm not a call girl, and he's still pushing sexual stuff to you, he's ginned up on a different level, man.
Maybe he popped a Viagra and did like a line of coke.
Well, you're not talking to a call girl at that time. You're talking to a regular person.
He don't care.
And he doesn't care.
He just wants to get it
He
in.
just is looking to get it in, which shows
Anywhere.
which shows me you're a little dude. Put an ice pack on your dick.
You're not set right.
Yeah, you're not set right. Calm down. Maybe you can take a jog around the block.
Talking about the cold showers and people who do the cold plunge and the health benefits of it. And Karen sent an email. She said, "Kevin, I've been doing the cold plunges a while now, and I got to tell you that a cold shower is so much harder than a cold plunge because I don't have one of those fancy plunge pools or anything like that. So I would just, the last minute, I would turn the shower on cold. And yeah, I don't know. I was reading about the health benefits. Some of them have been called into question now, just how good it really is for you. But it was just so tough. I finally stopped doing it because it was like torture.
How small would it get?
Non-existent, yeah.
Show us.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a real
Well, of course,
fit.
that'd always be the time I'd walk out of the shower right as the queen walks in and be like, whoa, oh, wow.
Nice baby crank.
Yeah.
What's up, infant dick?
No wonder she don't want to bone you. You gotta mess with that thing a little bit.
No, but if you're
Fluff yourself.
If you're married, I mean, you've seen Panda at his best. So if you saw him at his worst, that's not no thing because you know what he's capable of.
He doesn't like me to see him at his worst. When I come in the bathroom and like because he I think he fluffs it a little bit if he knows I'm going to be walking through the room.
And then that's even worse. You are trying to fluff it, and you walk in, and the queen's now thinking I'm jerking off.
Yeah, and then she's telling everybody about it.
She's like, "You're standing in the middle of the bathroom floor. Like, what is wrong with you?"
Because it is a real thing. Some dudes really are growers and not showers, and then there's some guys that just no matter what, they take off their pants and their dick is just
moose.
You can tell they've got a big dick, but sometimes, it can look small, and baby, it can get to where it needs, but you don't want people to see it. Then it's like you don't want Panda to see you pooping.
No.
Sort of the same thing.
But she'll post a
really.
photo of her taking a shit for everybody on her website.
I was peeing for the record.
But it does.
Nobody
look like,
knows that.
But I know
Nobody knows that. My first thought's shitting.
It,
I'm like,
it
it's so
did.
gross.
It had the vibe of shitting.
I
Had a
swear
shitting vibe.
on everything holy.
We don't think you really were pooping. We both, but
Yeah.
it's got the vibe.
My first thought was like, oh, she's taking a
She's
shit.
taking a dump. It did though. I think it's got.
I would never.
I know, but it's got dump vibes.
Well, some people
dog.
would be like, no, I want it to be shit.
Well, it's open to interpretation.
You-
Whatever you want it to be, that's what it is.
Well, then you're a true artist.
Thank you. Put some respect on my name. I need to be at Art Basel.
Because Kevin, I thought the same. I
Yeah, I'm like,
instantly
oh,
went
she's
to,
taking a shit.
Oh, this is not.
I mean, now you know what it looks like. You have that perspective.
And speaking of small peen, it just like went right back into my belly.
Yeah.
Right into my body.
We should do an experiment. What makes your dick shorter? Cold Water Virginia's photo of her taking a shit.
What if you hung up the picture of me taking a shit in your shower for the cold plunge?
And the lighting was kind of.
Yeah.
The whole fucking thing. It
was dark. It had a dark vibe.
It had
The lighting wasn't ideal.
It had like an icky. I didn't like it.
Well, I don't have my potty professionally lit.
It was like there was a steam in the air.
Look,
A
man,
hot steam.
a brown fog.
As an artist, you know when you put out your art, you're gonna get the reaction
Yeah.
of the people.
And this is what I like. I like to get you guys talking.
Some people, I'm sure, had a bone piece. Other people thought you were taking a dump.
Some had both.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
Believe me. And to those guys, stop DM me. She's married. Stop sending me creepy DMs. Oh, fuck, tell her to wear another low-cut shirt, bird. No, I'm not telling her that.
Still got it.
Karen said, in a cold plunge, you're only shocked by the cold water once, and then your body starts to form a slightly warmer buffer around itself. But what you're doing in the shower is like being in cold water that is rushing by you, constantly shocking you. There are some cold plunges out there that have circulating water like this, but that's only for the hardcore insane people. So I hope that kind of makes sense. If you want to try it, just fill a bathtub with cold tap water. It'll probably be about 70 degrees, and that's a great place to start. You will still totally get the benefits. The best part about cold therapy is it forces your mind into a very slow meditative state. Your heart rate drops very quickly to its lowest, and your mind becomes very still. The first time I did it, I planned to scroll on my phone to make the 5 minutes go by, but instead, I found myself breathing deeply and thinking about almost nothing. Nothing else makes my mind so still, and I love it. It's why people keep going back to it. It's a natural high, and I find myself craving it.
Really?
That was really interesting to me, to the point where I would love to try it to see what it is. But where would you go do it regularly? Because it's not something I'm going to get installed in my house.
My girlfriend has an immune deficiency, and she struggles with just her body reacting to stuff, and she can't predict when it's going to come on and all that kind of stuff. She does it now on the reg every night. Her husband built her one, and I don't think it was that expensive. He went to like the horse feed store and just bought a big, huge trough like that.
Y'all roll with some fancy fucks. Like the fanciest shit any of my friends have is a cat house for their cat.
A cat house.
Like
huh?
that's the fanciest friend that I've got. That's got.
I'm
like,
not surprised you've been catting around somebody's cat house.
I mean, I guess it's a joke, Kevin.
Meow.
I think cat house was an old term for whorehouse.
Oh yeah, you know me. I love brothel poon, Kev.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I'm surprised there aren't places that are just for ice baths where you could go in and do that, because I don't know that. I know there are some places that have that cryo chamber where you go stand in and it blasts you with cold air. Now, I don't know how that compares to a cold bath, but I don't know of places that just have the plunge. And I don't know of any gyms. You know, it might be something maybe like an LA Fitness would start getting, but
I feel like that would up their membership.
I haven't been in LA Fitness in a long time, so I don't know.
Baby, I got a liquor store that's got cheap bags of ice on the reg, and I got a bathtub for you. You can use anytime you want.
Okay.
We can go old school, makeshift that shit.
Cool. Yeah, I might have to give it a shot. I'd like to see what it's all about.
It takes a lot of ice to fill them, though. I will tell you that. That bit cost me like $50.
You know what? I filled up my bathtub for my Halloween party that I hated, and you're right. The ice, I spent like $50 on ice.
On ice, yeah. It's not cheap.
And then the YouTube video didn't upload, so that was cool.
It's better. You're better off making your own ice. Buy a big ass freezer and make your own ice.
Yeah, you got an excessive amount of
We did.
ice too.
Well, we didn't want to have not enough ice because then Kevin's gonna be like yelling at us. So
I'm okay with Kevin. I'm used to the yelling. I just don't like when he slaps
not
me.
enough ice, guys. And he'll just jack you right in the cheek.
Take that, bitch! Doug heard us talking about some of the foods we couldn't believe we ate when we were younger. He was a Spam dude, which that stands for spicy ham or shoulder of pork. It was introduced in 1937, and it was a Hormel executive who got $1,000 for the name, and it took off in World War II as the military used it to get meat to the front lines. And it became a staple of many Pacific Islanders' meals. And that now finally makes sense because I hear Spam is huge in Hawaii. If you've seen 50 First Dates,
yes,
they are always talking about it. But you keep in mind, where did World War II start for America? Do you know the answer, Virginia?
Hawaii.
Yeah, Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor.
Absolutely. So that was a big part of, we had to fight a war on two fronts. We had troops that were in Europe, but then a big part for us, we almost were on our own in the Pacific Islands fighting Japan. So that would make sense that they're sending a lot of Spam out there trying to get to these islands, and you got to ship it. And so it would go through Hawaii, I'm sure. So
there's Spam commercials they're running right now that are very glossy, very high production value, encouraging people to fry it up in a pan.
Oh, they're glossy. Just like when you open up, it's got that gloss, that sheen of disgusting fat and
cold Spam and warm Spam are two different beasts.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with cold Spam, but I'm not totally opposed to frying it up in small little chunks.
Sure, yeah.
And mixing it with
It's not
other
bad.
stuff.
See, that's the redneck coming out
put
of
in
you.
some rice,
Yeah. That's what they had it with in the commercial.
kind of a little bit of a glaze maybe on top.
Like a glaze and a fried rice, some vegetables.
If you like that kind of meat, you absolutely can doctor up Spam. And it's, to me, those kind of meats are better when they are in smaller, chopped up portions. You don't want thick ass Spam.
No.
Same thing with all that Gardein shit. The bigger the Gardein or the vegan shit,
like a vegan steak.
you want it. You want smaller, bite size. I just find it to taste better, and it almost stays together better.
Yeah, I would like it like that. I mean, I could make Spam work on a hostage kind of situation. If that's all we had, I'd be fine with Spam every day.
And I'm a little bitch. Most people like spicy stuff, so you could really get crazy and spice up and put a lot of ingredients where a lot of people would like it. I'm in the minority when it comes to spicy shit.
Remember, we had my friend Chef Jeremy back in the day at Wild 95.5. He came to the radio station and made all this gourmet food using Spam, and it was good.
Right. Yeah, you can do it.
You can do it. Spam is not a lost ingredient.
I think it's fucking disgusting.
I'd use Spam before I'd use Vienna sausages.
I can't believe my mom allowed me to eat that.
It's fucking gross.
Oh, and it always had that Vienna sausage juice in there. Did we ever do that for a punishment?
Yes.
sausage
Yeah.
juice.
Absolutely, we've done that.
Been years though. We could bring it back.
All right.
That's fucked.
It's a very affordable bit. It's like 35 cents.
The one thing that did not go up in COVID
It
prices.
did not. They know better.
Made of pork, shoulder, potato starch, and ham with a dash of sodium nitrate, salt basically. And the gelatin from Spam that is on top, it comes from the meat being cooked in the can. So apparently they put all that stuff together, the pork, shoulder, potato starch, and ham, and then they just put it all in the can, and then they bake it
The can
afterwards.
is the pan?
I guess so, and then that's why it's got that
Damn.
film on it.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
I had no idea.
That's probably the grossest thing I've heard in 2024.
Yeah.
Not boof.
Nah, poop shoes. Boofing too. Yeah, it's all fucked.
Not me on the toilet.
That's what. Yeah. Yes, that is. Yeah. Your toilet, your dump fixture.
He said there are even cookbooks dedicated to Spam. And by 2012, they had sold 8 billion cans
Holy
on
moly.
6 continents.
I mean, that is a cash cow.
Yeah.
It can't be expensive to produce either. I mean, it's like odds and ends and bullshit.
And it's so well preserved, you could eat a can from 1937 right now.
Shut up. Really?
I don't know. That's what he said there. That's crazy. I don't know if I'd be the one to try it.
That's not
1, 2, 3, not it.
That's not a selling point for me. When you say, "Oh yeah, you could eat it 100 years from now," I'm like, that's pretty fucked.
You drank a Coca-Cola from the 1970s. I think you would eat some Spam from the 30s.
It was from the 80s. It was from 1984, and I immediately threw up. It was revolt. It was so. I remember it tasted like nausea.
But you did it.
Oh yeah, I'm a fucking clown.
Sarah wants to put this on your radar, Jaybird. From Aldi's, they just taste exactly like Taco Bell's cinnamon churros. I always buy as many bags as I can when I find them. They're these cinnamon churros. Clancy's is the brand. Crispy sweet twists.
Oh, Clancy, I don't know. I'd try those. Some of the Clancy stuff is downright disgusting.
But-
I've tried.
Yeah, but you've also been branded a snack snob.
Do not get the Clancy's brand of Velveeta. You'll be so mad.
Okay.
Okay,
It is gnarls.
How long does cheese usually go? If I bought cheese in October and never opened it, is it still good?
Is it a package?
It's a package.
It'll have a date on it.
No, I know,
Well, look at the fucking date.
but we've talked about how the date sometimes you can go past it.
Yes, unopened. That's
You know
true.
what? You know what? Fuck you and your cheese attitude. I don't think I like this.
How far are you from the date?
I bought it, so that's what I'm saying. It was supposed to be. I bought it in October. Haven't opened it. How long could I let that go unopened until it would be fucked?
I don't know. I'll try it with you. Open it.
I think we're We're not hitting. We're not on the
Every
same page
cheese
right
is
now.
going to be different, and it depends on when it was packaged. It depends on the products used to make the cheese. But if it's still sealed up and human hands haven't touched it, you've got a better shot of it still being edible.
I thought that was going to go a lot easier.
Didn't go well. Didn't go well at all.
That's what my husband said about our marriage.
No shit.
Look at that poor son of a
That's what he says
bitch.
every time he bike rides 700 miles.
Soft cheeses, Bird, last 1 to 2 weeks in the fridge after opening, while most hard cheeses last 3 to 4. And unopened blocks of hard cheese last 6 months in the fridge.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Smug dick.
Smug dick. He's just giving me some cheese fat. You're the cheese. You're a cheese dick.
I would love to get down on a cheese dick.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be delicious.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
A big, like a cheese log, but it's shaped like a dick. That'd be an awesome gift.
It's her next photo.
It would be better than the poop. The poop one.
What'd you rather see? Me eating a cheese dick or taking a shit?
If you do cheese dick and you upload that, people will definitely think you lost your mind.
I'm doing cheese dick today.
I love it. I think it's doing numbers.
You're not the only clown in this town.
You're right.
Well, it's not cheese dick because I don't think Kraft would make cheese dicks, but They do have some new flavors of cheese slices.
Ooh.
Are you buying or selling? For the Kraft singles, they're going to come out with jalapeno.
Hate it.
He's got a tender tummy.
I'm a little bitch.
He got a little puppy tummy, little baby puppy.
And my mouth has still got sores from that bit we did yesterday.
Kiss a hooker?
No, remember you put, I don't know, a life-threatening amount of hot sauce.
I had no idea how bad that Dave's Insanity sauce was. I thought it was like Tabasco. Boy, was I wrong.
Yeah. Garlic and herb
Okay.
and caramelized onion.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. Feel that one.
Raw onion I hate, but I like me a caramelized onion.
Oh, it goes so good with pierogies.
They do, and just they go great with grilled cheese. Throw some
Yeah.
caramelized onion in a grilled cheese. That's elevated.
Cheeseburgers. Oh.
Yeah, I do. I like it, but they've got to be really. I don't like an onion to be raw. I don't like a raw ass bully ingredient fuckface onion. I want it to be seasoned and weathered, baby.
You want it to be like translucent and brown around all the edges.
It does.
I like it when they get a little crispy on the edges.
It changes the. It changes the. It changes it.
It does.
And coming up, just to put it on your radar, Saturday is National Cheese Lovers Day.
What a great day to come out with the cheese dick.
Look, you're right. Put that in your own calendar.
Maybe I'll bring a nice cheese dick to Jay Cashmere's party on Saturday night.
What? Let me ask you this: what if Lana decided to be her competition and start her own website, and she was doing some shit? Who gets more clicks between Virginia or Lana?
Oh, man.
Because Lana's going to go for it.
I like the head-to-head competition, though. That'd be,
I mean, I'm already way ahead of you, girl. I got a counter on my website. I'm at tens of thousands of hits.
2 girls, 1 cheese dick?
I'm in.
yeah, I think we need to talk to Rocco and have him do another website.
No way. No, I'll be my own web designer on this one. I wouldn't even get Denny's involved. He's got too much. I already throw too many goofy ideas at Denny's. I can't get him involved in this shit. No, this is Lana trying to take back her town.
Arby's is jumping into National Cheese Lovers Day on Saturday. They're going to be celebrating by offering $2 keys to the cheese keychains. And if you buy one, you will get unlimited cheddar sauce cups for the remainder of the year.
I love Arby's bread. I love Arby's sauces, and I love their cheese sauce.
The cheese sauce, when I was fat, I remember as a fat teen, I would go there with my mom every day. I'd get a couple of the Arby's roast beef and dip it in that cheese, wash it down with a chocolate milkshake, and them curly fries. Oh, man, it was a good day.
Believe it or not, my eating habits have gotten way better. I remember going through Arby's and getting 5 beef and cheddars, 2 cheese
So
fries,
good.
and being so cozy. You know,
Yeah.
you had a sack full of that. I don't know. Fast food was just looked at differently back then. I felt like there was a little bit more pride, not only with the people making it, but even people going to get it. We talk
Yeah.
about playing baseball games. Going to McDonald's was a big deal as a little kid.
Oh, yeah, no
I
doubt.
don't know if that excitement's still like it used to be. I don't know. I could be wrong.
It'd be interesting to mirror how, like, my son feels when we take him to fast food. Is he that pumped?
Well, you grew up like I grew up. We were not having a bunch of extra money.
We didn't have a lot of extra money.
Every month was tight, and I always hear my parents fight about money because my mom would spend money that we didn't have, and my dad would be pissed. I think you had the same experience.
We did, and I think that was what it was the small victories in life was those things like a food.
Exactly.
So if Cherry Coke came out, that was a big deal for my family because we could play along.
And if you got to go to McDonald's, that was a big deal. My kids are soft. They go to McDonald's whenever they ask, and I don't think I did it right.
And I remember, too, pizza parties being bigger for kids. Do your kids do a lot of where either after a sporting event or even at school, they celebrated through the power of pizza?
It was a big deal.
Yeah. Is that not a thing?
They still do pizza parties. They still do.
Not even close to the same level. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You know, the Pizza Crossing pizza you hate. Everybody went there after a football game, basketball game, whatever. Everybody would be there. You knew it.
Even today with organized sports for little kids, whether it's karate class or softball or soccer, does the whole team collectively go to that pizza place and just celebrate being a team? I don't know.
No. When my daughter was doing softball, you would go to a restaurant, but it'd be like a Miller's Ale House, something like that. It wasn't like you're beelining for a Pizza Hut or anything like that. It wasn't pizza, it was the food.
I think personally that's very important for a team kind of a situation. They used to do things back in high school called spaghetti dinners before a big game, and you'd have the team and parents would be involved, and you try to get everyone to have kind of like a cozy moment together because you're going in a sense to a war together.
Yeah, the Cannon's football team, they do that. They have on Thursday night before a game on Friday, they provide a meal and they all eat in the cafeteria together.
Is it Walmart that tries to do that? That we will rock you, or we will Walmart you, or somebody does a thing where they try to have a big team kind of camaraderie thing. All right, we're gonna do this thing, but it's really, really, really cheesy. You had played it before.
Yeah, I remember years ago, I thought it was before a shift change or something like that. There was a store, and maybe it was Walmart, that they get together and try to hype everybody up.
One person's into it, and then they pan, and everyone's just like...
I think that was when Walmart gave a shit.
Well, this cheese dick, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, not sure if it's still that way. Quick note, because Jason Siegel's having a birthday today. I was like, I didn't feel like I'd seen him in anything for a while. And Keta said he does Psyched with Harrison Ford. Not sure what network, but it's hilarious. I think I've seen that. I almost got close to clicking on it and somehow got distracted and got into another show, but I have seen that. You're right. It's on like an Amazon Prime or something like that. So if it is pretty good, I'll have to go check that out. I'm glad that he's still doing a lot of acts. I've always liked what he's done.
Who's a hotter, older guy, Harrison Ford or Kevin Costner?
Kevin Costner. It's not even close.
Yeah, I think Harrison Ford is age-wise a little past him. Harrison Ford's starting to get a little bit to the feeble age.
He also, it's not wearing as well on him.
Well, you're right.
Harrison
you're right.
Ford's 81,
okay,
and Kevin Costner just turned 69, so you got a 12-year difference.
That's a big difference.
That's a big difference. So, yeah, if you would have gone back to when they were both 69, you have a good argument.
I think that's one of those runs where you do see, you can kind of see somebody's appearance changing from like their 30s going into their 40s. I think your end of your 60s going into the 80s, you see a major change in appearance. I've just seen it with my relatives.
They're both 69, and you have to 69 one of them. Which one are you doing?
I'm going Han Solo.
Interesting.
Or you're saying Kevin Ralston, or... What are we doing?
I'm doing out of Han Solo and Kevin Costner. But you can say 69 Kevin if you want.
You know what? I changed my answer. I'm a 69 Kevin Costner because I've heard Harrison Ford's kind of grumpy, and I don't think he would be into it. I think Costner might be a freak in the sheets and be more...
Harrison Ford does not want to eat your ass.
Yeah. And he doesn't have to eat my ass to 69.
And not that Costner would love it.
But it would be right in his face.
I mean, he could.
There's that's the whole concept.
Yeah. I mean, you're both, we'd both be sucking.
I think if he's doing it right, he's actually eating your dick.
Yeah, you both be
smelling your ass.
But you can lick the ass too. I mean, it's all part of the game, I guess, as they say in the business.
What game is that?
I don't know. It's your question.
Boofing.
It's your question.
Yeah. There you go. Boofing. You learned so much on this thing, right?
Yeah, I feel like I learned a lot.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, thank you for all of your corrections and emails. You can send them to us, mail@kvjshow.com. Enjoy your Thursday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.